Ever pondered the intricacies of the U.S. election process? It's a fascinating and complex system, but today we're breaking it down into simple, digestible steps. First things first. The U.S. election process begins with the primary elections and caucuses. These are state-level events where voters choose a party's nominee for the presidential elections. Each party, be it Democratic, Republican, or third party, goes through this process. Interesting, isn't it? Next comes the national conventions. Each party hosts a convention where they officially nominate their candidate. During these conventions, the parties also finalize their respective platforms, essentially declaring what they stand for. Moving on to the general elections, which take place on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. Now, you might think that when you cast your vote, you're voting for the presidential candidate, but in reality, you're voting for a group of people known as electors. These electors are part of the Electoral College, a group of 538 people who officially elect the president and vice president. Each state gets a certain number of electors based on its population size. So, you've cast your vote, the Electoral College has met, and the votes have been counted, but the process isn't over yet. The results of the Electoral College vote are sent to the current president of the Senate, who reads them before both houses of Congress. Only then is the election result official. Finally, on January 20th, the president-elect takes the oath of office and is inaugurated as the President of the United States. In summary, the U.S. election process is a complex system that starts with primary elections and caucuses, moves on to national conventions, then to the general elections, and finally ends with the inauguration of the president. It's a system that ensures every voice has a chance to be heard, every vote counts, and the democratic principles upon which this nation was built are upheld. So the next time you cast your vote, remember, you're not just selecting a candidate, you're participating in a centuries-old process that represents the heart of American democracy. Now, doesn't that make you feel a little bit more connected to history?